I did a lot of sports growing up. Ice skating, gymnastics, tennis, you name it. I got to try out everything, and then it just turned out to be golf. So I was 3 when I got my first plastic club, and then I was 12 when I started playing on the national team. It was fun, but I would have not been able to play golf if it wasn't because of my parents. My mom's from Peru. She came almost from nothing. And my dad, he was studying in Sweden, working as a teaching pro. And then them two actually started an indoor facility, the biggest one in Sweden, in Stockholm. My parents had actually saved money for me and my brother to be able to pursue our careers. My brother played on the national team in golf and hockey at the same time. So he's been my biggest idol growing up.
Bella always saw me practicing. I get really proud knowing where she's at right now, knowing that I might have been influencing her. But for me, having the ambition to be a professional golfer one day, that was all I was dreaming about. And Bella followed that.
When I played the European Young, I think I was 14, and I won that tournament. And that's when I realized I'm gonna turn pro. But my dad said, no, you're gonna finish school. And I got recruited into Oklahoma State. But I stayed 4.5 years. I only planned to stay 1 year and turn pro. I didn't want to study. I was never a study person, but I stayed and grinded my way out and finished with a double degree within business. By going to college, got my scholarship and everything covered. Didn't have much cost for that year, and I got help with clubs and everything. So that was the start of it. And then when I turned pro, it was almost like hit me in the face of wow, this is how much it costs, this is how much it is to manage everything. When I come back home to Sweden, a lot of people even ask me, friends, oh, you're living the life, you're traveling, and it looks so luxury. It's not. You have flights, they're very expensive. I have a flight to South Africa coming up, and it's outrageous what I'm paying. Also, living expenses, cost of everything that goes to golf. Could be equipment or little, essentials. So yeah, at the moment, I can't take out a salary, but it's an investment, so you have to think of it too, I'm gonna go there to win. So that money is coming back. So I budget everything in the beginning of the year, and I look over what tournaments I have coming up. And then I try to book my flights in advance. Also vary on with points. So sometimes I use my miles. So that is something I've just learned anywhere I go. Then I also budget my cost of what country we'd go to. So sometimes we go to more expensive countries. What way I could keep the cost down is possibly look out for housing or even a friend or a mutual friend's friend so I can stay with someone, because it adds up. And that's where sponsorships are a big deal in women's golf. Now I have a new sponsor, clothing and new clubs for this year. I also have private sponsors, so I get booked up to do a clinic or a weekend of playing Pro-Am golf. And also, I run my own business, which is based here in Sweden. And I started that my first year as professional. My father helped me out with that. All my expenses and everything go there. Everything I invoice goes from there. So still to this day, I sit with all the receipts. I do everything with our accountant. Anything I buy, if it's teas or whatsoever, I'm very aware of it.
I know it's tough, but I'm really impressed of how she's built her brand. You have to find other ways sometimes to be smart and try to find sponsors or persons that can help you on the way. And I think college helped her a lot. That would be probably one of the parts that made her realize how important it is to make money. But also her way of connecting with people and trying to figure those parts out as well.
This year, actually starting a new company related to golf, but I'm coming out with that soon as well. So yeah, now I'm getting there to where I'm like, I'm taking it out, I can actually live off of my golf, which is really cool. And that's where all the hustle of the side jobs of doing clinics and all of that to have more of an income to the company. So yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. I even crossed my mind today, like, wow, like I get to play and be out here. There's nothing else I want to do. The feeling is almost like being in love, the good days, you know? It's like one of those things that you don't want to do anything else. I think Aramco has inspired me to put more hours into my work and motivated me in a way of like just working even harder to get into these Aramco events and everything. So just the joy and being a part of something so big, like the setups and the crowd that comes out, the kids, I give clinics out here, and that really thrives me to keep doing what I'm doing. So I'm really thankful for what they've done.